help the other person. And when we think about it, we will realize this kind friend, this kind person that we respect, this very good role model for others, was probably even more tired than we are. But this person is doing much more than we are. And if we think about it, we will realize this person doesn't seem to get tired. This person doesn't look like they're uncomfortable. They don't look like they were wishing that they were home with their feet up in a comfortable chair, relaxing. They look happy doing what they're doing, happy helping others. This is truly helping others. We will be overcoming our greed when we too can help others spontaneously. When not only do we help people who say, "Can you help me?" but more importantly, when we don't even wait to be asked, when we just do so. We can practice giving when we see somebody is upset. And we walk up and we hug them, or we smile at them. We instinctively give them whatever they need to make them feel better, when we ourselves, very honestly, did not feel like smiling and felt like we might need somebody to help us. But in helping others, it will be just as good and even better than if somebody had helped us. When we give in this way, when we give as bodhisattvas do, we will not feel tired. Even if we felt tired when we began doing something, as we do it, we realize we're no longer tired. We feel alert. We feel happy. We feel calm. We're not worried about all those things we were an hour ago. We're concentrating on helping others. We don't have a lot of wandering thoughts. We're not getting upset. We're not having all the negative feelings that seem to be constantly bombarding us. We have all the good feelings. This is from truly giving to others. We can also give by teaching. Many people do not have possessions to give. Many people already live very simply. Many people have barely enough for themselves and their families to eat, have barely adequate shelter to live in, may not have adequate clothing, may have nothing physical that they can give in the way of possessions. But maybe they have wisdom. Maybe in a former lifetime, they practiced the giving of teaching, and they have wisdom in this lifetime. Again, they can practice the giving of teaching. All of us have something that we are better at than some others are. It doesn't need to be a major teaching. It can be something very minor, but it is something that we know They do not, and they wish to know. We can teach them how to do what we know and they wish to know. So they will acquire the wisdom, the skill. And then in the future, we will again have the wisdom to help others. Even if we do not have possessions, we can still smile at others. We can still be kind. We can still be respectful to others. We can still be kind to all beings around us. We can help all beings to feel safe around us. A form of giving is the giving of fearlessness. The other day at lunch, I was talking to a practitioner, and she was talking about having some snakes in her home. Most of us, if we found snakes in the garden, would not be very happy, especially if we found a rather large python that was so large we were worried about the safety of our cat. Many of us, out of instinct, would have killed the snake. This practitioner and her husband, who technically is not a Buddhist practitioner, but is a Buddhist at heart, called a person to come and catch the snake. They asked, "What are you going to do with the snake when you release it? Where are you going to release it?" And he told them that he was going to take it far from where people were and release it back into a natural habitat. After he captured the snake, he carefully checked it, examined it to make sure that it hadn't been harmed, that it was still as healthy as it was as when he had gotten there. He then took it and released it into a safe environment. This is the giving of fearlessness. This is helping other beings feel safe around us. Because this giving of fearlessness, of safety, was not given to just one being, to this snake. That was the obvious receiver. Every thought we have is instantly felt throughout the universe. Because we learn in the Flower Adornment Sutra that we are all one entity. As we are all one entity, we are all interrelated, interconnected. We just don't really realize it at this point. But every thought we have is instantly felt throughout the universe. One thought of kindness, of saving a life, in this case was actually possibly saving two lives, that of the cat and that of the snake. The thought was, save lives. Do not even harm or cause fear to another being. This